Hey, this is Brianna Whitson, and this is my presentation on the journal article 1 that we were able to do this week. So, the title of my journal article was Initial Evidence for Personal Development Support for College Students with Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Results from a Satisfaction Survey. This was written by several authors: Fields, Hill, Lewis, Castle, and Perez. So, this is the summary of what the article is about. The mental health of college students with IDDs is often overlooked. This study monitored IDD students who received personal development support after high school. These students showed promising results and highlighted the danger of neglecting their mental health during this transition. So, this research used a specific program called personal development, and it was to monitor as well as support students with IDDs as they were transitioning into college. Author's perspective. The researchers' intentions were to advocate for mental health awareness for students with IDDs through their personal development program. This program included coaching, direct intervention, and consistent monitoring. These were all crucial for post-secondary students. Not only did this program benefit the students with IDDs, but it also helped to create awareness and provide support for those students surrounding the students with IDDs. And this is because they were able to see healthy interactions modeled. They were not as afraid to interact with students with IDDs, and they had examples to look at. The hopes of this study was that these results would model to other universities how they could implement personal developmental programs similar to theirs into their universities. And this was so important because, at least from my personal perspective, I have not really heard conversations concerning the mental health of students with IDDs. And after reading this, I'm in full support of more steps in that direction. I was thinking about how the transition in general between high school and college is rough for everyone, regardless if you have an IDD or not. And fortunately, the topic of mental health is becoming more talked about in today's generation, but I genuinely have not heard about it being talked about for students with IDDs, and I think that this would be an amazing way to support them, to check in on them, coach them, um, and apply the social and professional skills with support instead of just throwing them out there after secondary school and being like, well, this is what you were taught and now you have to apply it in real life. Having somebody to coach you and walk through it with you, huge support and help. And easing students with IDDs into an independent life is part of individual differentiation, as I said before, instead of just neglecting them and withdrawing all support completely. I think slowly easing them into an independent life while still having a bit of support is the best way to do it. Implications. As an educator, this article has sparked some thoughts for my future classrooms. First of all, how can I model healthy interactions? One of the biggest takeaways that I had from this article was how much it impacted the students surrounding them, simply because they now had a model of how the coaches were interacting with the students with IDDs. And I think that's so important because a lot of people just don't know what to do. And so, me as the teacher, how can I model what having a healthy relationship with students, and how do you intervene when things get uncomfortable? Yeah, just what's the appropriate way to go about it? And then secondly, who are some people that I can talk to about coaching / teaching these students with IDDs? In general, I think it's important to have a mentor teacher, someone that I can talk to and learn from as I grow as an educator, but also somebody who I can talk to specifically about teaching students with IDDs, someone that can correct me, but also encourage me and just help me along the journey. And then lastly, what resources are available to me right now? And this kind of goes hand in hand with the last point of, well, who are people that I can talk to? But if there is nobody that I have in direct contact, are there websites or books? I'm taking a class right now, but what are some other steps that I can do to make sure that I'm equipped and I am aware? And these are my references.